Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you very late tonight, and sorry that I didn't do this review sooner. I was just going out and running errands for a little while, most of the day, I guess you could say. And I actually went out to eat a bit and uh, had a good time, pretty much, this Friday night, I guess you could say. So I'm returning to you for a Coheed and Cambria album review. Sorry that I said past for a moment. It's about to be close to midnight by the time I get this video and uploaded to you guys. But I'm returning to you for the next Coheed and Cambria album review, and this is for their album, The Afterman Descension. I believe is the seventh studio album in their discography that I'm going to be reviewing uh, out of the nine. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this seventh studio album by Coheed and Cambria, The Afterman Descension, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this marathon studio album review. Now it starts with the first song, Pre to Lethal. I believe is how you pronounce it. That was a solid way to open up the album. I wouldn't call it the best thing I've listened to, but it's something, I guess. So 4.5 out of 5. Claudio's vocals don't sound that bad in this song, so yeah, it's something interesting. Key Entity Extraction 5 Century the Defiant, I believe, is the last Key Entity Extraction song for this series of Key Entity Extraction. I think it's a pretty strong track for sure. Um, I really enjoyed the guitar work, the drum work, and I like the outro to the song with something about Cyrus and all that, and the electronic voice saying something about Cyrus or something like that. It's pretty interesting of a outro to lead into the next song, and 5 out of 5 for Key Entity Extraction 5 Century the Defiant. I really enjoyed this track, and Claudio's vocals in it sound pretty strong. The Hard Sell was a pretty strong track. Despite some critiques I have about it, I still enjoy it for what it is, so 5 out of 5. I don't know if it would grow on me that much, but I do enjoy it for what it's going for. Uh, it's just a song you gotta give it a few more listens to see what you think of it. That's basically what you gotta do when you listen to this kind of song. Number City is a decent song. It's not my personal favorite. I think some of the production and mixing in it is a little off, but the drum work and guitar work sound alright. So it gets better as it progresses through the track, but it starts picking up a little more through the rest of the track, but the beginning is a little sluggish to get through, so 4 out of 5. Gravity's Union was a pretty strong track. It is a 6 minute and 45-second song, so you're in for a very lengthy song, but it's pretty enjoyable for what it's going for, so 5 out of 5. Away We Go is another strong track. I really like this one. Claudio's singing in it sounds good. The guitars and drum work sound pretty strong in this track. Sounds like older Coheed and Cambria I've listened to, but it's still a very strong track, so 5 out of 5. Iron Fist, the seventh song on the album, is solid. I wouldn't call it my personal favorite, but it's something to get us through the album, I guess you could say. So 4.5 out of 5. I don't know how I'm feeling about it right now, but maybe I have to go back and listen to it again and see what I think of it, but yeah, for a score for me on that song, 4.5 out of 5. Dark Side of Me, I really like the vocals from Claudio in the song. They sound very strong, and the guitars and drum work in it is pretty strong too. It's like a 5-minute song, but it's very enjoyable. The song cuts out at like 4 minutes and some seconds, or something like that. And then you get the weird outro with the electronic voice saying something to Cyrus, and what is love, and something that it says, and he says yes to it at the very end of the song. And it's pretty interesting of a story to get into with this Afterman Descension project and all that they've been doing. And their whole albums are like storytelling, pretty much, of some kind of adventure you go on with their albums. But yeah, Dark Side of Me, 5 out of 5. Two's my favorite one. Is a pretty strong track. I really enjoyed the guitars and the drum work in the song, and Claudio's vocals is pretty strong. The ending a little weird, but still pretty well executed. So 5 out of 5. Dark Side of Me. This is gonna be the bonus track version I'm gonna be reviewing. Dark Side of Me, Einziger, and Sanchez remix. Pretty strong remix. Really like this one. It has a little bit of more electronic beats in it, but it sounds pretty strong of a track with what it's going for. So 5 out of 5. Carol Ann is a solid track. I don't know how I'm feeling about it lyrically, but uh, it's just the way Claudio's singing it. I don't know if I can get on board with this one, but I think it's solid for what it went for. So 4.5 out of 5. And finally, the final track for the whole album itself, Random Reality Shifts bonus track. This was a solid one too. I don't know what I thought of this closing track for this album, The Afterman Descension, but I enjoyed some bits of it, and then there were some cuts in it that I don't know if I felt for, but 4.5 out of 5 overall. Overall, production, mixing, and execution, I think Coheed and Cambria's album, The Afterman Descension album, was a good listen. Highly recommend you check it out, and overall, I think Afterman Descension by Coheed and Cambria is a good listen, like I said. I'm going to give it a good rating for sure. So, first score for me, I'm giving Coheed and Cambria's The Afterman Descension album an 8 out of 10. This was a good listen. Definitely check this album out if you haven't listened to it yet. And I only got 2 more albums to review in their discography. One coming up this Sunday, and the last one on Wednesday, June 22nd. So definitely tune in to those last final Marathon Studio album reviews for Coheed and Cambria, uh, which is going to be The Color Before the Sun, I believe. And finally, Vaxis 1, The Unheavenly Creatures, I believe, is what I'm going to review after that. But anyways, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Coheed and Cambria album, The Afterman Descension, if you've heard it. And if you enjoyed this album review I made for you guys very late tonight, hopefully you enjoyed it. Comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will have another review coming out maybe tonight sometime. I don't know. If I don't, expect it in the morning for more talk on the Black Eyed Peas new song, Don't You Worry, which I've given it more listens, and I got some things to say about it when I do a more talk video on it. And yeah, another thing, I was trying to listen to Weezer's new song, Records, and I was doing the human record player website thing, and I don't like it, honestly. It didn't work with my phone. So I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm like, I'm just gonna wait till Tuesday till the song comes out, or at least Monday. Because it might get leaked a day early, but yeah, I'll wait till Monday or Tuesday to listen to the song. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this album review for Coheed and Cambria, the Afterman Descension album. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. The Color Before the Sun album review is coming out Sunday, June 19th. And the final album, Vaxis 1, The Unheavenly Creatures, June 22nd. So tune in to those album reviews that are going to be upcoming very soon. Coming up very soon. And as always, I will see you in my next review.